Welcome to Edo.
How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Okay, hopefully I won't do this too long. It is September 12th. It is Thursday, September 12th. And, yesterday was September 11th, and I was just going to stay quiet at home, and I did. And there was all those documentaries, and I watched them, and I was like, oh, once more transfix. And, you know, it's good to remember that, you don't just try to forget history. You know, you want to deal with the reality of, but not to dwell on it. No. So, with all this political hummer-junger debate stuff and how toxic some of these campaigning things are, and this 9/11 thing, jeez, I'm just glad wasn't there, I mean, but it affects, good morning, pal, it affects everybody. So I wanted to do a little bit sort of feature, introduce featuring a little bit of the election that Michael...
rest in peace.
Rest in peace. You can rest in peace while you're alive, too. What the heck? Goosebumps. Random words. But Michael's been helping, now he's like right-hand man helping on this election in Nigeria. And why? Because it's our friend Bright Enabulele. Bright Enabulele is a doctorate, so it's Dr. Bright Enabulele. And he's also
leave me alone.
A nominated chief, so he's Chief Nana Dr. Bright Enabulele. Now, I think he might have been like born over there in Benin. See, here's quick Nigeria. Here's Africa, right? Africa, and then there's the undercut, and there's that Ivory Coast, the Congo and Ivory Coast.
This is strange.
Stop it. And then there's like the real dark jungles where it's like really lush, really thick jungle area in the middle. Northern is the Sahara Desert. Anyways, but under there, where Nigeria is, right?
What should I do?
Near that. What should I do? Okay, there's a city of Benin. And
won't leave.
Okay, this is good. And Benin is named after an old culture okay, that's good. Benin is an old culture before the colonialism of Africa. See, Africa kind of suffers from a lot of poor, imbalanced things because of the colonialism from England, from Europe, like France and England and Germany, and now it's China's coming in trying to do the same thing, and this Africa, way back then. This is like even before people were taken away for slaves. That's that area. It's like the first hubbub. It was a big tribal area that was huge. Tribes that interconnected other tribes, and it was the Benin Kingdom, and it dealt with bronzes. It goes way back. Very economically flourishing. And Benin's named after that. Now, in Nigeria, and you have Benin, you have near that there's a state of Edo, and it's like a large amount of Edo people. So it's the state of Edo, but kind of more defined by the people there, Edo people. So they go for the governorship. So Dr. Bright Enabulele, Chief Nana, is running for the governorship of the Edo people. That's like right there, the Nigeria people. I know. Since those ancient bronze Benin thing, they have a lot of mostly financial, economic. There's so many people, and then it's so poor, and because of that early colonial, everything's like they're always being taken advantage of. They're like stuck in that severely impoverished zone. It's like villages and anyways. So Dr. Bright Enabulele, so Bright, this is called Bright. Bright is there to run for governor, and Michael's there to help him out as a political consultant. So he's a political consul now. Now they arrived. It took like 2 days of traveling on an airplane, 48 hours of airplane travel. They get there. No, Michael's doing security arrangements, and then they got the giant, big little those security vans, and they're going there and they're arriving.
How you doing? Hey, good. My dog.
Right now it's the arrival, because the election is in September right now. It's like pretty soon. It's like 5 days type, a week they're going to be doing their election. So here you have America with all its politics, and they got so much media and billions and billions of dollars into it, and it could be so negative. Now you look over there, and it's like an actual kind of, wow, they're electing someone that will help the people, and that's the thing. See, they need some type of improvement with developing like that economic financial structure. It's all taken over by those central banks that are just taking advantage. There's fees and everything, keeps everybody poor. There's other local entities that follow suit. If you want a money exchange from one country, Africa's a bunch of countries, so they all got their different monies. So if you go from one country, just skip over to the next one, your money's no good, you have to go to the exchange, and then they rip you off. So everyone's trying to rip off the little guy. And one of the things that Bright is going to bring as a new governor to the Edo people is cryptocurrency. Now, America and larger countries, they're sort of slowly catching on. Some of them are already caught on. They're like Bitcoining out and cryptocurrency, you know. They're gonna have a hop, skip, big leap advance with the cryptocurrency because they can just exchange their money. They can do deep business deals. They can pay workers, hire people, and pay them, and buy and sell goods, all with this cryptocurrency, Oduwa Coin, built specifically to help them, and anybody can use it too. So it'll be worldwide, but it's specifically designed to help them. Now they'll be able to have a one-up. They'll be connected to the financial world cryptocurrency style globally. So you can have these guys buying and selling ghosts and going, you know what, I'll just trade in some of this Bitcoin stuff, and they can do trading and they figure it out. And they can literally get wealthy, and they'll be still, you know, buying and selling goats. I'm using that as a metaphor. It's just like, it's really what they call underdeveloped. And, but then, wow, right? Anybody, not just the privileged few, not just the central banks that are like monopolies that control interest fees and stuff and interest rates. Because there's no fees, Oduwa Coin to Oduwa Coin. And Oduwa is named after Oduduwa, which it's times up the bellies. Oduduwa is the ancient Oba, the high chief of the ancient Benin kingdom. So he was the big legendary chief way back when, Oduduwa. The coin, Oduwa, is named after. It's like a pathway to wealth, something. So is Governor Nana, or Governor Bright Enabulele, is going to bring this stuff. So Michael's over there. Look at this stuff.
So we have changed the SDB Expo coming together and saying we want to support this cause. Other parties should do the same because there's unity, there's a prosperity unity. So today it's all about a big meeting. This is the first time I'm meeting the SDB. They invited me here because they believe that Edo will change, and the hope of Edo is to suppress Enabulele.
Look at the one now.
Walking next to you, okay? The future is walking next to you.
And it's a very like happy thing that going through the airport. and even kids, you know.
He's overwhelmed, yeah.
Look at
It's like kids like, can I vote? I don't know. So that's all that kind of interesting. So I'm going to follow that a little bit, since we have it's kind of a real, actual, genuine election that'll help people, and it's going to be positive. So now, a little Hawaii news, because we're just going to do that because Hawaii's got news too, right? Yay! Yes, it was solemn remembrance. This is where they do that thing with the lights, that space where the Twin Towers used to be, and then they put the lights up there. 23 years, and it's, oh gosh, it's this just major gut wrenching. I don't know what to say, except look at these guys, all the politicians are there. Oh yeah. Some are sincere, some are yeah. Just out for votes. In major moves, something about football, what do you call it? Coaches? Oh no, just relax. Remember back in the day when want to just relax. It's 1969. Oh, those good old days. Just get your little pet minor bird and give me a kiss, little minor bird. Ah, you bit my lip. This is Miss William Bennett, gained a reputation for talking wild animals and birds cared for their home. She currently has 2 majiros, or sparrow, about 17 finches. Sparrows are just incredible mimickers. Minor bird, here, this is a minor bird. That's a minor bird. They can imitate sounds as like a recorder. They can imitate voices and sounds like a recorder. They are just spooky. They're smart. Okay. One little finger on the pulse. That's what we need. That's right. Oh, good cartoon. 3 against 1. Unfair. 3 against 1. Unfair. Oh, he was taken to the cleaners in the debate because it's Trump with the big long tie, right? He's, oh, the debaters are against me. They're against me. It's 3 against, and everyone's against me. Yeah. It's like you're against yourself by doing this stuff. Okay, what should we do? So look over here. Nursing shortage. Oh, SCOTUS, Supreme Court. SCOTUS justice vetting process must go deeper. President Joe Biden rightly called for Supreme Court reform. Various types of reform have been suggested, including term limits, age limits, an enforceable code of ethics. However, we must also examine the vetting process. A nominee needs to be more than just legally qualified. While assessing a nominee's intelligence and legal training is relatively straightforward, how can we determine if they possess the wisdom necessary to adjudicate constitutional issues? How can we ensure that nominees have the democratic vision and temperament required for the role? Have nominees been exposed to a broad range of human experiences and perspectives? Have they demonstrated practical knowledge, good judgment, and ethical insight? Do they possess a reflective nature, emotional stability, and humility? The current vetting process, which includes cover letters, questionnaires, and Senate hearings, is important, but we are asking all the right questions. But are we asking all the right questions to truly evaluate these critical qualities? Carl Sabatino Kapugulu. Oh, thank you, Carl, for having your input there and bringing up the concern of vetting Supreme Court justices with all those magnificent qualities that they should be screened for. Asking the right questions? Have you had your ethics checked? If you just recall how they picked Supreme Court justices before, they're kind of voted on by the Senate. So they bring them like a job interview with the Congress, and then they just sort of ask them a bunch of questions. But the real voting, who gets in, is a partisan politic thing. I mean, before even bringing it up before the Senate majority guy has to say, okay, we're going to do that now. They have to agree to do that. If they don't agree to do that, they're not even asking those questions. They don't even get to vote on them. So, like, Obama wanted to bring up somebody for Supreme Court, and the head of the Senate, Mitch Mitchell, was like, no, we're not going to do that. And it didn't happen. So there's a huge amount of control with the Senate majority and who gets to be picked in the first place. And they vetted that one guy, and he was like the beer drinking, party guzzling frat guy, and then they picked people that were, I swear we're not going to touch Roe versus Wade, and as soon as they get elected in for life, then they change their tune, and the true loyalty that they have shines through, and it's SCOTUS skewed. That's what it is. It's all skewed. The skewed SCOTUS. Anyways, enough of that. But just think of that Nigerian Edo State Governor Nana, Chief Nana. governor of Edo State. It just, I don't know, it just makes me a little bit more happier. Just we'll follow up on some of that stuff as Michael's been sending in videos, kind enough to do that. And he's there too. He has to feel. I mean, he's getting, oh God, the stories. Anyways, aloha. Have a nice day. It's Thursday. Look at that. It's going to be a very sunny day. Winds are coming back. Yay. The trade winds are coming back. Aloha to you. Aloha. Aloha to you.
How are you? Welcome to Edo.